What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4 Mods Weekly. It has been a huge week for modding in Fallout 4, actually probably one of the biggest weeks as far as releases go that we've had in quite a while. So many really good and long time anticipated mods did come out this week, and we really got a good bunch of mods. We got some settlement mods, a few armor mods, even a good power armor mod, and beyond all of that, a great weapon mod was released towards the end of this week. Fallout 4 modding has definitely picked up. Obviously, with the release of Skyrim Special Edition, it kind of hit a dry spell, and we were really sparse for mods. Well, things are over now and we are getting tons of new releases yet again. If you guys do enjoy this series, I really do encourage you to consider subscribing. Due to YouTube's new algorithm, one way you could really help promote this video or just help it to rank better, which will basically mean more people will see it, is to like or comment. I really enjoy reading the comments and I love to hear what you guys actually found to be the most interesting mod in the series. So let me know at the end of the episode, which of these do you think, wow, I'm gonna go download that right away, or which ones are you like, that really wasn't as great as you made it out to be. Regardless, with all that being said, let's just jump right into it. So the first mod I am going to show you is that weapon mod that was released really late into the week. That's going to be called the 9x39 project. This is technically adding in two brand new weapons, the AS Val as well as the VSS. Both of these weapons are going to be extremely similar aesthetically, the main difference being that the stock of the VSS is going to be more of a wooden and fuller stock, maybe meant for more sniping or counter sniping rather. Again, the two guns are extremely similar. Even in real life, they share 70% of the same components. In the B-roll, the VSS is the one I've kitted out as more of a sniper, while the AS Val is more of kind of a submachine gun to assault rifle. This gun is extremely high quality. Both of these obviously look extremely similar, but when you actually get up and close and looking at them, you could tell these just look stunning. On top of that, the animations are on point. These are done by Haru. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. He's made a number of animations for like the MK14 EBR and a bunch of other mods in the past. They also come with custom sounds, which I actually think could use a little work in the future. Maybe it's just me, but I didn't love the custom sounds here. They sound a little wonky sometimes. Regardless, this weapon is actually extremely satisfying to use, especially if you put a nice kind of sniper scope on it. I'd love to see see-through scope support for this mod. Unfortunately, it doesn't have it just yet, but you would think, okay, an integrated silencer on a kind of sniper rifle, quote unquote, that's fully automatic. That doesn't sound very practical. You're probably not going to be shooting it long range. Well, you'd be 100% wrong. Using this gun, I found it to be very easy to kill enemies, and you kill them very quickly. It didn't feel super overpowered considering you could only get it later in the game. They have it actually locked in sentinel sight, and it'll only start spawning on enemies once you hit level 30, which I feel like a good way to balance it, because if you really do want to go get the gun, there's a difficult way to get it, but at the same time, you can just wait it out till you are the appropriate level. All around, this is a very high quality gun, definitely worth a download, and probably one of the highest quality weapon mods as far as texture quality goes that we've gotten in a long time. So next up, we have the Chinese stealth suit. This is a mod that a lot of people have been waiting for a very long time. We've had tons of work in progress pictures for months and months now. Obviously, this adds in the very iconic Chinese stealth suit from some of the previous Fallout games. It adds in all of its original functionality, minus the helmet glitch, but adds in a ton of new features for the stealth suit, kind of adapting it to Fallout 4's engine. So once you get the suit now, you are going to have a number of options to kind of add armor to the exterior of it, kind of making it a more viable armor kind of stealth suit combo rather than just kind of something you use in a situational sense. As well as there's a number of upgrades that give it kind of special abilities, like being able to charge into enemies, having static shocks come out as enemies fire and attack you. All around, the suit itself is extremely high quality, as we come to expect with Dogtooth and Inuctium, and this is actually only a beta release of it. There is still a number of updates that they plan to release for it, as well as a cooler way to get it, and some more functionality to the suit itself. If you guys haven't downloaded this yet, I definitely would recommend it, even if you've never played the older Fallout games, so that whole nostalgia factor isn't there for you. It is a crazy awesome mod, and it's very practical to use in Fallout 4. Sanctuary Hills Overhaul. This is actually a really cool mod and something I've been waiting for quite a while, but I feel like we haven't really gotten up until this point. What this mod is going to do is, well, as you may have guessed, overhaul Sanctuary Hills. It's going to do this by adding in a ton of new kind of structures and an outside wall, making it feel more like a fort than anything else, as well as it actually implements a bunch of settlement objects to the sanctuary itself, so when you go in, you'll still have some room to build, but maybe you don't want to build as much, so you kind of have a good slate to start working with. Especially since Sanctuary is basically the first settlement you get, I feel like this is extremely appropriate, but even beyond that, I just think it makes it a much cooler settlement than it otherwise would. Now when you walk in, it kind of has this grand fort gesture with that massive wall there, as well as there's a ton of content inside. Again, it has a pretty massive exterior wall, as well as a ton of little buildings on the inside, as well as that big elevator treehouse, which is very cool, especially to be used as kind of a player home. This is something, again, I've wanted for a while. I don't know why more mod authors don't kind of take advantage of, hey, I'm going to build a settlement at one of the existing settlements and release it as a mod. I would download those like crazy simply because I'm not a huge huge fan of settlement building. And really the cool part about this mod is it still is a fully functioning settlement. A lot of these objects are again using settlement objects, so you can, for some of these guard posts, assign settlers to guard them, and they'll kind of stand in the tower and occupy the different guard posts, as well as it uses beds and all those kinds of things from settlements again, so settlers can again be assigned to them. All around, it is an extremely cool mod, and I hope more mods like this come out. I'd love for the mod author to release more of these for some different settlements, and really this is a mod that's not getting a ton of attention that personally I found to be extremely satisfying to use and honestly just look great. The big power armor release we did get was War Machine. This is one I've been waiting for a very long time. Even over the summer, I released a video saying I wish someone would make a Iron Man power armor. I feel like it was very fitting with the new power armor changes in Fallout 4. Fortunately, we finally have gotten that with War Machine. This will include a number of paint jobs, so you could really recreate Iron Patriot, War Machine, Iron Man Mark 1, as well as just standard Iron Man. All around, the mod is very high quality. I think some updates in the future could really push it over to the next level. Unfortunately, that machine gun doesn't work, although you can't really remove it yet. And I think it would just be a cool mod to have some kind of augmentation weapon, so a weapon that is kind of part of the power armor but actually functions as a regular weapon. Regardless, the power armor itself is extremely high quality, both in model and texture quality. It looks very cool, and especially the headlamp with those glowing eyes I think just looks absolutely awesome. It's definitely worth a download if you're a fan of Iron Man, as again, it is a really iconic armor and something that was a lot of fun to use in the game, especially with the new changes to power armor, so you kind of enter it as a more suit or a vehicle. It definitely embodied what Iron Man would feel like in Fallout 4. So next up, we have a really simple but kind of quality of life mod called Restore Power Armor Frames. Have you ever found it frustrating when you kill an enemy in power armor and you can only take their armor, not the power armor frame itself? Yet power armor frames are really what has a lot of value in Fallout 4. You take down this tough enemy and it's kind of like, well, what I wanted is now gone. Well, fortunately, this mod is going to change that. Basically, now when you kill an enemy in a power armor, you will have an option to recover the power armor frame. You're going to go through a short little cutscene, and then when you come out of it, the power armor and the frame itself will be standing there for you to kind of use and take with you if you so desire. I think this is a really cool mod, something I wish was an option in the vanilla game. It's a great quality of life mod, again being very simple, but something I think that is definitely worth a download. Last but certainly not least, we have the Phantom of Far Harbor. So this is going to be a new mod by Crimson Rider. He's been releasing a ton of mods lately and a ton of really high quality mods. This is going to be no exception to that rule. What this is going to add in is a armor and outfit. More or less, it's an armor that's kind of the underbody, and then an outfit that is kind of ragtag that goes on top of it. I really like the concept and execution of this mod because it both provides itself as kind of a very cool outfit, but a practical armor mod at the same time. Even beyond all that, I think it just looks cool. Having that kind of underbody armor that is at least relatively powerful or stealthy looking, but at the same time having that kind of clothing on top of it to almost look like it's hidden, like you're a strong silent type or someone that's gonna like pull out a bunch of guns and kill everyone. I would really love to see more mods like this in the future. I think again it is a really cool concept and something that's relatively untapped in Fallout 4, but something I'd love to see more of. Pretty much gonna wrap it up for this episode of Fallout 4 Mods Weekly. If you guys did watch to this point in the video, let me know by commenting lighter down below. A long time ago, I actually made a YouTube channel called Pro Lighter, and basically I was trying to post a bunch of Battlefield content and just kind of see what it would be like to start over on YouTube and have no audience whatsoever. Not that my channel was nearly as big as it is now, but I still had like 30,000-40,000 subscribers at the time. I think I only posted one video and gave up because it was too hard. But regardless, as always, thank you guys for watching again. Thank you for getting me to almost 80,000 subscribers now. We'll probably hit it in the next few days. A big shout out to you for watching and really supporting my channel overall. I really love making YouTube videos and I hope to continue doing it for years to come. And I'm definitely shooting for that 100,000. I want my silver play button. Regardless, again, thank you for watching and I hope to see you guys all next time. Later.